U.S. Army is gearing up for its 250th birthday celebration next month on June 14th. While the main festivities will take place in Washington, D.C., installations across the country, including our very own Fort Eisenhower, will be hosting events to mark the occasion. The Cyber Center of Excellence is organizing a week-long celebration leading up to the big day, and the festivities will include community events, displays, and Army Birthday Ball on June 14th. And we are honored to have Major General Ryan Janovic, Commanding General of Cyber Center of Excellence in Fort Eisenhower, and Sergeant Major Timothy McGuire, Command Sergeant Major, Cyber Center of Excellence and Fort Eisenhower, with us this morning. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Good to be here.
Thank you for coming on the show for the upcoming monumental occasion that everybody's going to be associated with, and thank you both for your service here as well. Major General Janovic, for those that may be unfamiliar with the goings-on at the fort, can you share who the two of you are and what you do at Fort Eisenhower?
Sure. Again, thanks for having us. I'm Major General Ryan Janovic. I'm the Commanding General of the Cyber Center of Excellence in Fort Eisenhower. And while that's a long title, all it really means is I'm a teammate on one of the best teams in our Army, who's helping train the future of our Army and taking care of the families and the employees on Fort Eisenhower. And we're just thrilled to be here, part of this community in the CSRA, and about to celebrate one of the best events, the 250th birthday of our Army.
Absolutely. And you're, sir?
Yep, I'm Command Sergeant Major Timothy McGuire. I'm the senior enlisted leader at Fort Eisenhower. My primary role is to not only advise the commander, but I do a lot of behind-the-scenes coordination, looking out after our soldiers, their well-being and safety, and their families.
And let's talk about the significance of Fort Eisenhower to our national security, especially now with the inclusion of the Cyber Center of Excellence. How does that all play into plan?
Well, I think we talk a lot on Fort Eisenhower, and those that know what happens there think about it in terms of the training that we do. And that is a very important part of our mission. 22,000 young men and women come out of the fabric of America every year and train here at the fort. But additionally, 70% of what goes on there is an operational mission, 24/7. The parking lots are never empty. The lights are always on in support of our warfighters throughout the Army and the Joint Force. So it's a very, very big investment that our nation's made in the success of our national interest.
And we are talking a huge celebration coming up next month on the 14th, celebrating 200 years of the activity of the U.S. Army. Talk to us about just how important this milestone is for our community.
250 years,
Right.
So 250 years, and I would say for the community, having just come off the heels of Thunder over Evans, it was a great reminder to both of us that we do take part of the fabric of America, the young men and women who join our Army, swear an oath to the Constitution, become part of a profession of arms, and then serve our nation. And so I think when we're celebrating, we're not celebrating ourselves. We're not celebrating just the Army.
Right.
We're celebrating America and our commitment to service. Tim?
Yep, no, thank you, sir. You know, we've guided within the community. We provide support to over 80,000 different people, retirees, active duty, and their families. And it's amazing to be a part of this community. And any given day, we've got about 4,400 different soldiers during training at Fort Eisenhower.
And commemorating the event, a number of events are going to be happening. Let's talk about some of the things that the fort is going to be doing to celebrate this important occasion.
Sure. So on June 6th, we're going to be celebrating the Army Heritage Month. What we're going to be doing is at the Fort Eisenhower Conference and Catering Center, we're going to be bringing our units inside the conference center, and we're going to be displaying history and lineage of the units on the installation, as well as recognizing some of our outstanding workforce. And I think it's going to be a phenomenal event.
And then on the birthday's on a Saturday,
right.
So the Friday before, we'll do what you expect us to do. We're going to get everybody on the installation and anybody who wants to come along and run the perimeter of the installation. Not entirely, but we'll do 3 to 5 to 6 miles,
right.
And then we'll cut a cake to celebrate the birthday. Most importantly, as we cut that cake, we'll look at the youngest soldier in the room and the oldest. And to me, that's the best part, to know that we're part of a longer chain of service to our nation.
Photos that we have on the screen now, photos from last year's Army run and celebration on that too. Now, anyone can attend these events or others on post?
Anyone can attend. And there's a way that we ask you to go through a small process to get access to the installation, We have links and websites for that to be made very easy. But we like to think it's your fort, too. And so we welcome everyone to be there.
Home.army.mil/Eisenhower is all the information, and you can get your visitor information pass as well. And celebrate this amazing milestone, 250 years with the U.S. Army here at Fort Eisenhower. Gentlemen, we again thank you for your service and appreciate you coming on the show. Thanks
Thank you,
very much.
Cliff. Appreciate it.